Right now, this video is reaching you through the bottom of the ocean. Not satellites, cables. 99% of everything the world sends, every message, every bank transfer, every military order, travels through roughly 500 cables lying in the dark, some deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Most are no thicker than a garden hose. There is no wall around them, no guards. In most places, not even a map that hides them. The entire modern world depends on threads of glass at the bottom of the sea. This, his whispering, is file 004. The cloud is not in the sky. The cloud is under the ocean. When you send a message across the world, it becomes light, pulses traveling through glass fibers thinner than a human hair, wrapped in steel and tar, resting on the seafloor. The first of these threads was laid more than a century and a half ago for telegrams. Today, their descendants carry trillions of dollars in transactions every single day. And here is the first uncomfortable truth of this file. We did not build a backup. There is no plan B. Satellites carry less than 1% of the world's data. If the cables went silent, so would almost everything else. A system this vital should be indestructible. It is the opposite. Every year, cables break dozens of times. The usual suspects are not submarines or sabotage, but fishing nets and ship anchors. One dragged anchor can sever the data lifeline of an entire country. It has happened. Coastlines cut off, nations running on a single remaining thread. And the world's ability to repair them hangs on a fleet almost nobody knows exists. A few dozen aging repair ships for the entire planet. When a cable dies in deep water, one of these ships must find a thread the width of a hose in thousands of meters of blackness, hook it, raise it, and splice glass by hand on a rolling deck. The internet does not heal itself. A handful of ships heal it. But accidents are only half of this file. A country's entire connection to the world probably touches the shore in fewer than 5 buildings. Should their locations be public knowledge or a state secret? Public or secret? The comments are open. Look at the map of the cables, and the ocean disappears. What remains are corridors. The Red Sea, where the traffic between Europe and Asia squeezes through a strip of water a few kilometers wide. The Straits of Southeast Asia. A handful of landing beaches where dozens of cables come ashore, side by side. Cut the right 3 cables in the right corridor, and continents begin to separate. And where data concentrates, someone always listens. During the Cold War, submarines placed recording devices directly onto enemy cables at the bottom of the sea and returned month after month to collect the tapes. Decades later, leaked documents revealed the modern version, interception at the landing stations, where the light comes ashore. The lesson of this file repeats across every file before it. Whoever controls the narrow point controls the flow. And the narrow points of the one last turn. For a century, cables belonged to telecom consortiums and governments. That era is ending. Today, the biggest builders of new cables are 4 private companies, the same giants that own the platforms, the clouds, and the AI. They no longer just own what you see online. Increasingly, they own the ocean floor it travels through. A bank above the law, a mountain holding our memory, a machine that decides what the future computes. And now, the veins of the world, changing hands. The silent machine is not a theory. It is infrastructure. and we are mapping it, file by file. This file stays open. In file 005, we go back 300 years. Before the machine had wires, it had ships. And one private company owned an entire continent. Subscribe before the next file is sealed.